Hi members, just an update here on the 8th tee. Obviously plenty happening here at the moment. So this is a tee expansion. You can see where we're stood now. We've gained a significant amount of space out the back of the tee. We'll just get the camera to pan around. You can see a new retaining wall going around the back of the tee and then coming down the eastern side, and we'll chase that all the way through to the existing path. We'll then, part of the finished product, we'll see a pedestrian path just to disperse traffic evenly. We used to get a real wear spot on the front of the old tee. The little pedestrian path will only come about a third of the way through the tee, but it'll allow us to manage traffic and exit at different points across the tee. We won't bring the path all the way back just because we'll inhibit on teeing space. You'll see that we have had to take out the lily-pilly hedge, which was an old woody hedge, and we had a lot of encroachment. We had about 5 metres from the actual neighbouring fence line all the way over, and the lily-pillies used to come to where I was stood. So number one, they'd actually got old and big and were taking up all this dead area that was usable, but it was also putting a lot of shade on the tee and compromising there. So we just made the decision, working with the committee and the board, that the best outcome was just to replant. You see the sandstone going along the edge here. This boundary will be planted with mature lily-pillies, so they'll come in 75 litre pots. We'll plant them at kind of every 900 every metre for that instant green wall to screen out the neighbouring property. What we really enjoy about Eleanor is that bushland fill, and that's something we certainly don't want to lose, but maximising the tee for all the additional rounds that we're doing, somewhere in the region of 45,000 rounds a year. This tee is going to serve us much better, and then that instant vegetation to screen, we'll obviously put them on a pretty intensive fertiliser program, and then we can trim and manage that lily-pilly hedge kind of accordingly, so we get that nice privacy, but we also don't kind of produce any more shade on the turf that we need to produce healthy turf. If we just go for a little bit of a walk forwards, you can see the sandstone chasing out down the right, and then the tee will go all the way to the existing path and fold back in. Again, with the camera just focusing down the chute, you can see where we've got an access road to bring in materials for the build of this tee. That is where the new path will go. It'll go about 50 metres in, and it will come back in at about the start of the fairway. We'll have some entry-exit points in through the bush to, if you hit a short shot or a shot into the carry, that you can come through and if you're on a golf buggy, come through and play your shot. And the path will go through there, and that'll be a really nice fill through there. Now, there's been some talk, is all the vegetation coming out? What's the plan there? No, definitely not. What we'll do is, once this tee's finalised and we're starting to get a good idea, it really is about maximising the ability to use the width of the tee. We will stand here and just look at any selective shrubs. No established trees. The trees form a good part of this hole, and they're not looking to go. But any of the old scrub, the dense scrub, we'll do a selective removal there, and then we can revegetate with low growing and plants that kind of sit on the left hand side of the path. So it's certainly not a mass removal happening there. It'll be a kind of a delicate and tasteful result done there to maximise the corridor, but still retain that bushland feel.